Genocide develops in 10 stages that are predictable. At each stage of genocide, preventive measures can be used to stop it. The process is not linear, and stages may occur at the same time. Extermination is the 9th stage. Extermination begins and quickly becomes the mass killing legally called genocide. It is extermination to the killers because they do not believe their victims to be fully human. When genocide is sponsored by the state, armed forces often work with militias to do the killing. The goal of total genocides is to kill all members of the targeted group, but most genocides are genocides in part. All educated members of the targeted group might be murdered, like in Burundi in 1972. All men and boys of fighting age may be murdered, like in Srebrenica, Bosnia in 1995. All women and girls may be raped, as in Darfur or Myanmar. Mass rapes of women have become a characteristic of all modern genocides. Rape is used as a means to genetically alter and destroy the victim group. Sometimes the genocides result in revenge killings by groups against each other, creating the downward whirlpool-like cycle of bilateral genocide, as in Burundi. Destruction of cultural and religious property is employed to annihilate the group's existence from history, such as in Armenia from 1915 to 1922, or in ISIS-controlled areas from 2014 to 2018. Total war between nations or ethnic groups is inherently genocidal because it does not differentiate civilians from non-combatants. Carpet bombing, firebombing, bombing hospitals, and use of chemical or biological weapons are war crimes and also acts of genocide. Terrorism also does not differentiate civilians and combatants, and when intended to destroy members of a national, ethnic, racial, or religious group, is genocidal. Use of nuclear weapons is the ultimate act of genocide because it is consciously intended to destroy a substantial part of a national group. During active genocide, only rapid and overwhelming armed intervention can stop it. Real safe areas or refugee escape corridors should be established with heavily armed international protection. For armed interventions, a multilateral force authorized by the UN should intervene if politically possible. The Standing High Readiness Brigade, EU Rapid Response Force, or regional forces like NATO, ASEAN, ECOWAS should be authorized by the UN Security Council. The UN General Assembly may authorize action under the Uniting for Peace Resolution, General Assembly Resolution 377V, which has been used 13 times for such armed intervention. If the UN is paralyzed, regional alliances must act under Chapter 8 of the UN Charter. The international responsibility to protect transcends the narrow interests of individual nation-states. If strong nations will not provide troops to intervene directly, they should provide the airlift, equipment, and financial means necessary for regional states to intervene. Follow Genocide Watch's 10 Stages campaign on our Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.